Hello friends, welcome to my channel for Eating Essence. I'm Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a hot second. Let me tell you what's been going on. If you are a regular subscriber around here, you know that my last video went up first week of May. The really short version is that in that video I was showing you all the project where I was putting up the garden fence. I had an accident with a T-post founder and ended up smashing myself with pretty good force right in the top of my forehead with it. Split my head open. I closed out that video about 2 or 3 hours after it happened, and in short, I had no idea how bad it was then. I ended up having a skull fracture and a concussion. Wasn't fun. And if you did watch that video, you also know that Josh had a tooth abscess that he was down with at that time. He ended up having to have surgery for that less than a week later. Like, intense stuff. It was not fun. So I was a mess with my head split open, and Josh was a mess, needing significant antibiotics and pain medicine and then surgery to function. So May was rough for us. May was rough for us in a lot of ways. I kind of just disappeared. I ghosted all of social media, and even after we were like recovering and getting back on top of things, I kind of felt like, oh, you know what, I feel good without social media. It was kind of a bummer not to be making stuff for my YouTube channel, because I've done this, shared with our community for about 5.5 years now. But there was just something that was freeing about not worrying about checking back on posts or videos to approve or reply to comments, or just the things that are required when this is your job. So I just didn't. I just stopped. And then the first week of June, actually June 2nd, I had a previously scheduled oral surgery, which I got on and posted about on Instagram. And I was able to, I was recovered from my skull fracture and whatnot, enough to be able to have that done. Everything went well until a few days later when I developed post-op infection that I just thought was from, you know, having just had oral surgery and was still up with a nursing baby at night and all the things. So I didn't realize that me feeling drained and getting lower and lower every single day was a problem until I spiked a fever one night and was in bed by dinner time. And my husband's like, you have to call the surgeon. And I said, no, I need a good night's sleep is what I need. And I went to bed, and then he called the surgeon. And the surgeon said, no, this is definitely not normal. That sounds like you have an infection. Well, it turns out I did. And it had gone up into my upper jaw and sinuses, and it was a mess. So I got on meds and got that all taken care of, but it really wiped me out for a long time. I had gotten back on social media just to keep far away family and friends up to date on what was going on with my surgery, how things went, post-op recovery and whatnot, because it just kind of made it easier to post it all in one place. And I realized really quickly that it just, with the current things going on in society, it's not a place I want to be for 1,000,000,001 reasons. So I got back off. I briefly hopped on Father's Day to, you know, post my incredible love for my amazing husband and the father he is to our kids, but really otherwise I haven't been on there because it was a huge distraction from everything that I needed to do in my daily life, and I just needed to focus on everyday life and doing things around here. While I did recover from the post-op infection after a couple of weeks, it being on heavy antibiotics did really deplete me in a lot of ways, and I ended up for the first time in 2 years having a really serious autoimmune flare the first week of July. And thankfully I was able to recognize it, and my husband was totally supportive in me, you know, what I needed to do to take care of myself to recover. And you know, I know the supplements I need to start taking when I'm in a flare to help the inflammation in my body and all the things, the dietary stuff. So I got on that, and thankfully the flare only lasted about 2 weeks, but it was hard. I have struggled with that. One thing that I haven't shared much about on here, or really much of anywhere, is after Giovanna was born, I did share about the complications I had after she was born and the life-threatening situation that happened there. I didn't realize until about December that I was dealing with significant post-traumatic stress disorder. There were certain things in my life that were triggering me. Thankfully, I had the support and tools to help deal with that this winter. But then when I had that flare this month, it has kind of been triggered and reared its ugly head again. So that's something I've also been dealing with. I'm really, really grateful that I have a wonderful therapist and a supportive husband and the tools to help deal with all that, because not everyone develops PTSD from dealing with those type of traumatic scenarios, but for whatever reason my brain does, and it's very frustrating to me. It feels like things are very out of control, and I get very angry with myself for not being able to handle things, but it's just a fact that sometimes it can't. So that's where we are right now. I've been really, really focused on my health, and I've actually since May lost 15 pounds just by taking better care of my body. I'm just making small tweaks at a time to heal my body and improve my health spiritually and physically and mentally. And part of that has meant I'm pretty much staying off social media. I do post something occasionally, but I'm not there scrolling through feeds. As a social media person or a content creator, which I've been for years, it's about reach, how many people you can reach. Because even if you're doing this as a ministry like I am, to share your heart with people and share helpful things with people and be positive, uplifting content, it's, you know, it's a battle against computer algorithms to even let people see your content. So it's something you pay attention to. And it's just not something that I have room in my brain for right now. So I can't even say how much I'll be posting here, how much content I'll be making. We're working on gardening. The garden has been amazing this year. We've had incredible weather here in Virginia. Plenty of rain, but not too much, plenty of heat. So the heat-loving things like tomatoes and peppers are going crazy, but not too much heat so that it's hurting the other things. So it's been really, really wonderful, and we're just getting in the swing of preserving a whole bunch of things. So let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see garden tours. I have been doing monthly garden tours like March through November for the last 4 years. So it's kind of weird not to be doing one the first week of every month now. So let me know if you'd like to see where things are right now, if you want to see our beautiful garden fence that did get finished by my husband and no one else was harmed. Yay! We finished out this school year and the kids are enjoying a nice 3-week break before we get started back up with the first term with our new school year. Giovanna started walking. She decided at 9 months to just take off walking one day. That was a little sad, because doesn't she know she's my last baby? She's in a really big hurry to grow up. She's 11 months old now, and she's walking, running, riding her scooter. What is this? So that's what's going on here. I would love to hear what's going on with you all, and what, if I have the ability to put things up, what are the things you miss most about our channel? What would you like to see the most of, so I can prioritize that? Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up share it if you think anyone might find it useful, and subscribe to hang out for more. We'll hopefully see you again soon.